Is that your tummy? Is that your tummy?
Welcome everybody, thank you for joining us on another On the Chopping Block movie review. Today we're going to be reviewing Kubo and the Two Strings. Now, it's very cool, Taylor, that we get to see what's refreshing to see a stop motion animation film these days.
Yeah,
they're hard to come by. It's either like 3D animation or something like that.
It's always like the one a year of these movies.
Yeah,
very
yeah.
cool. And, what's going on with you, Tom? You look really strange.
Yeah, well, my lip sync's not good at the moment.
Wow, I feel real bizarre. What's going on?
Buddy, where you going? Where you going, buddy?
This movie.
Don't you go anywhere, buddy. Don't you go anywhere. Yeah, kisses.
Okay, while you're kissing. This film was directed by Travis Knight, and it follows the main character Kubo. As he is, it's based in early Japan, like it's like an older Japanese story, and it, young Kubo is thrown away from his mum, and he's on this massive adventure where he's got to find 3 types of armor to defeat this horrible moon king.
It's very much based on like an old school kind of tale or fable where it's like you must find these 3 things to continue your quest, and then you will find your prize at the end.
Yes, and a lot of the film is kind of based on the idea of telling stories and learning about your own story, and yes, it's what do you think about the film, Tom?
Well, I actually, off the bat, I actually really enjoyed this film. It's pretty good. It's actually been a long time since I've seen a PG-rated movie.
Oh, really?
Which sounds really bad.
Yeah.
But no, this is like the first PG-rated movie that I've seen in quite a while. And yeah, man, like at the core of this movie, it's about storytelling. That's what it is. Like, the movie's about story, and the way that this story is told through this like cinematic landscape is really good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. And
it's just so cool to see stop motion animation kind of back again, and it's really rare that we get them. You know, the Laika Films, who are the production company that makes these stop motion animation films, from like Paranorman to the Box Trolls and now Kubo and the Two Strings.
Yeah,
it's so cool that that's all they do. And every one of their stories is really cool. And I love Paranorman. I think Paranorman's a really cool movie.
I'm a big fan of Coraline.
Coraline's
which was like their first one, I think they did.
Yeah.
And they helped work on Corpse Bride as well.
Yes.
And I liked that as well. Night Before Christmas, one of my favourite films. And you think with stop motion, clay animation, it's kind of dying out, but this movie is so beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful animated films I've ever seen. And it just shows that there's still room in this
totally
art, like there's still room for stories and all these different adventures.
It's a fresh art form, and unfortunately it doesn't get the love and the kind of attention that it needs, because like these stop motion films are barely breaking even at the box office. Like they're just not really making its money back, or making enough money back to really for them to be like, cool, we can, like Pixar push out these like one a year or whatever, which they're kind of doing, but God, stop motion animation takes so long. For those of you who don't know what stop motion animation is, it's where you build something like out of clay or out of paper or any kind of rigid kind of mold, and then you move every part of the body a frame at a time. So you move it a frame. Yeah, so you, like for example, Buddy's ear, you move it, take a photo, move it some more, take a photo, and then you compile that 24 frames a second.
And this process can take a long time. Long years sometimes.
Well, one of the like all original cartoons like South Park and stuff like that, that was done by frame animation. So like pieces of cardboard moving one frame at a time.
It was really early South Park.
So it's really special that, and it's like a gift that we get movies like that, because the artistry is there, eh? Total artistry, along with great storytelling.
And there's nothing's made like half-assed like with 2D films where like just background characters are bland. You can tell there's love put into each detail. You know, like each little character stands out.
Every time I saw someone walking in the background, I'm like, someone thought of that. Someone had to do that.
And it's really cool. At the very end of the film, during the credits, it shows like one of the sequences, them shooting it. Yeah, it's like, wow, a lot of effort goes into it.
Like all of Laika's films, they have like the end credits. They have like a little like it's like someone's just set up a GoPro. That's been sped up like 10,000 times or whatever, and they shows you the process of how they did the movement for one of the characters or a set piece.
Oh yeah, it is a simple plot, but I quite like that. It is very gritty and dark at times.
It is.
Which
It's
really
very.
cool.
It can be a dark and violent film.
Which reminds me of old school movies. Like one of my favorite films, The Secret of Nim, is like it's like a kids film that adults can really enjoy. You know, like, and this reminds me of that. You can go watch it as a kid and be like, that's cool, but as an adult, you can really appreciate it.
Totally.
Really look into it and go, oh, this is what that means. Like the meaning behind the title was quite incredible once you figure it out.
Yeah.
It took me a while. I was sitting in the credits. I was like, oh, that's what it means.
Yeah. I knew what it means.
But
and it is. It's like Taylor was saying, very simple story. It's a journey picture, And there's some beautiful action set pieces in this film. And again, because the stop motion just looks tremendous. But it's a great balance of like the stop motion, obviously some CG animation that they added as well to complement the stop motion. Beautiful set pieces, the character design, from like the artistry of like how they built them, from the hair to the clothes, just looks really great. And awesome art style. And just there's a heavy theme of origami in this movie. Yes. And it just plays beautifully in this whole thing.
Yeah. There's a few kind of like set pieces they've got which are really incredible, like some of these monsters he has to face in particular. I don't want to give spoilers, but there's like, I'll just say eyeballs. Really terrifying imagery, but like really badass as well. I thought that was like really cool.
That's why I took my one out.
Contributing. The thing I didn't like much about the movie was that it did seem to drag at parts, but I also kind of respected that, and that it wasn't constant action. They had times to sit down and talk and just have the characters, which was really good. But at the time I was kind of like, speed it up. But I think in contemplation I appreciate that, but also if it's not your kind of thing, maybe don't take young kids to this because they might get bored.
There was a scary moment in this movie, like where these two evil twins kind of come out from the fog and they're like, Kubo, and I was like, just took me back to The Shining with the two girls in the hallway, and I was just like,
it's pretty creepy.
It's some scary
Those
stuff
sisters, really well designed, some really good villains.
They were voiced by Rooney Mara, who was a girl with a dragon tattoo and stuff like that. She did a great job.
This is quite a star-studded cast in this, by the way. You've got Charlize Theron
playing the monkey. Looks like you, buddy. Looks like you. Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey playing the Beetle.
Yeah. And they were all funny, dude. They were all
the Beetle was my favourite character. He was just, honestly, everything he said was hilarious. I was cracking up the whole time, everything he did. And
I actually quite like the Origami Samurai.
Yeah, he was cool.
Always pointing in the direction.
The little mascot character, non-talking Disney character following him around, which was pretty cool.
But yeah, like I agree with Taylor, and the fact that some of the negative side was that it did take a while for some scenes to kind of get there and get in. But I appreciate the fact that they weren't afraid to hold on beautiful shots for a long time to take in that imagery and that artistry. And even just like to comprehend the sound design and what they did with the music and like the magic that they used to do, and it's really like just spectacular in the way that everything kind of complemented each other.
Definitely. The music was great in this film.
Yeah.
So overall, I really enjoyed this film. It's a good story that kids and adults can enjoy. More leaning towards adults, but definitely some kid material there. Real gritty, dark, but like I said, a few problems with the voice acting and the length. I didn't like.
But it's not too long, guys.
It's not too long. Just certain scenes
under 2 hours
spread quite far, and I in hindsight, thinking back, it probably is good. But my first
at the time,
I was like, And so I'm going to give it a 7.5 from me.
Nice.
But actually, I'm going to demote it to a 6 because there was a little kid behind us the whole time. Would not stop talking, and the parents were not.
That monkey. It's a monkey.
I want to go home, and I just got sick of it. And the parents weren't saying shut up; they were just like letting him speak. And
the kid coughed on you.
The kid coughed on me,
and me as well.
And you as well. We're going to be violently ill now, and so for that reason alone, I'm giving it a 6.
That's not fair on the film, dude.
It's a tragedy. It's a real tragedy. So the ultimate lesson is that. Don't bring kids to movies.
Well, young kids that don't.
13 it should be the max age. But truthfully though, I would give the film a 7.5. I was joking about the 6 thing, but still.
Okay. So
respect people in the cinemas. Guys.
Yeah, respect the cinema going experience.
Exactly.
Right. So overall, I really enjoyed this film, guys. I haven't had this much fun in an animated film probably since I saw Up. At the cinema, and Up's one of my favourite movies. So it was just kind of cool to jump back into some different kind of animation movies, and it was really, really fun. Overall, I mean, the artistry is beautiful, camera work is outstanding, music editing, just like the overall like production design of the piece is really, really nice. And Laika's just done a really good job. I mean, I sort of enjoyed Box Trolls. That was okay. It wasn't one of their greater pieces, but again, Paranormal was amazing, so it's kind of cool to have Kubo come back and be like, a bit of a scene stealer for that kind of stuff. And the voice acting was fine. Like Taylor's right, some scenes did drag on and all that kind of thing. And I had a bit of a personal relationship with Kubo because he's lost his left eye, which I had lost also. So that was a bit of a nice little I was like, mad props. And I'm not going to spoil the movie because that was just about to explain why. But anyway, so overall, guys, I am going to give the film also a 7.5. So.
Yes.
And buddy, what do you think? Would you also rate it a 7.5? Oh my, you will? You will?
Well, I think that's your answer right there.
Oh, well, kisses. Currently, this film is sitting at an 8.4 out of 10 on IMDb, which is pretty high.
It's good movies are on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's currently running at a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is big.
I think it's one of the highest rated films of the year so far.
Guys, and if you really like stop motion animation and films like this, definitely go check out stuff like Coraline and Box Trolls and even Corpse Bride, Night Before Christmas,
Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Yes, absolutely. Even Frankenweenie's are good fun.
Oh yeah.
So go check out all those great other stop motion animation films.
And if you just like adventure films or Japanese culture, this is a great film to check out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And so thank you so much, guys, for sitting down and joining us, reviewing Kubo and the Two Strings. We had a really fantastic time. Did you have a good time?
I did. I think Buddy should be in all our reviews.
Yes.
Seriously,
we might need to introduce. This is Buddy. This is my puppy. He's a good dog. He's very placid. Likes to hang out and just chill. And he enjoyed the movie too. He's kind of like the monkey. So please subscribe. If you haven't already, please give us that like and subscribe and comment. Tell us what you thought about it. If you guys have seen the movie, tell us what you thought. If you have different opinions or you like the movie, you don't like the movie, please tell us as well. Also, we've got several other reviews up as well, which is really cool, so please check those out. And yes, have a good day.
Yeah, see you guys. Bye.
Bye.